Hey class, what's up? Brady here. I decided to get rid of the facial hair that I grossed you all out with in my first video, but here we go for round two. I started this script near the beginning of the class when I was really thinking about what geology was. As I worked dumping rocks and dirt into people's trucks all day, I thought that I had complete control of what these materials were and what they were capable of. I also looked back on my past of watching National Geographic and Jurassic Park and thought that I too could be an expert in this field. But after a couple weeks of class, I think that my background was not going to cut it. According to the dictionary, geology is the science that deals with the Earth's physical structures and substance, its history, and the processes that act on it. As old as the Earth is, it knows what works and what doesn't. Humans, on the other hand, have had to live through the consequences when we do things that the Earth does not appreciate. The Earth is basically the king, and we're the subjects that must listen to what it tells us. When you take a step back, geology really is exactly what our class is called, the history of the Earth. A society would not be possible without the processes of geology that have got us to this point in time. Geology is basically everything. Geologists really are detectives at work, uncovering the mysteries of the Earth as it changed over time, and finding out when and why those changes have occurred, can better prepare our human race for changes in the future. There are many different ways that geologists can study our past and present, including studying Earth's processes, studying the earthly materials all around us, and studying the history of the Earth and why all of these things are the way they are. Starting with the study of Earth's processes, geology can inform us about things such as landslides, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions in terms of where and when they might occur. Safety first, people. Geologists have our back. Understanding earthly processes is huge in terms of knowing where we can or cannot build a modern city. Over time, we have seen things such as landslides in Peru and Japan, as well as the city of Pompeii being destroyed by its large volcano, and the devastating damage earthquakes have caused all around the world, from San Francisco to Japan, just everywhere. Understanding the Earth's processes have outlined where it is safe for people to live, as well as better preparing for these types of events in the future. Studying the materials that build up Earth is also very important in today's society. Humans use earthly materials every single day. From gas to metals to even water, you cannot go a day without using some kind of earthly material. Studying things such as oil and how gas emissions can change our atmosphere is something that is very important in today's society. As us humans keep heating up the Earth, what is going to happen in the long run? Has anything in our past been similar to this kind of emission that we are putting out today? We don't know, and through studying the Earth and its history, we can find better clues to what we might expect in the future. Along with studying how our use of earthly materials may affect our future, we can also use modern technology to find particular things in our Earth's crust, such as precious metals, groundwater, and natural gas. Things that can make our modern societies run more efficiently, effectively, and just have easier access to things that people need on an everyday basis. In settling our modern day societies and using many more of Earth's natural resources, it has been essential for geologists to locate things such as water to keep us happy and gas to keep our cars happy. Modern life would be much more difficult if we were not able to locate the essentials for humans to live comfortably. Geology has shaped our human civilization in a variety of ways. Our first civilizations were built along river valleys, as water was essential for human survival before drinking fountains and Fiji water came about. When settling new lands, people have taken into consideration the nature of the area's topography, the local weather conditions, the availability of water, the quality of the soil for crops, the nature of water on the surface as well as the water that's located underground, and the presence of minerals and rocks in the area that you're in. We must think about all of these factors before we can even think about settling new areas. As well as learning about the conditions of the new land, we build our actual structures and buildings with many of these earthly materials, such as rocks. With humans' early knowledge of how to survive, we have snowballed our abilities to maintain food, water, and shelter to levels that allow for people to live pretty much anywhere on our planet. We must appreciate what the world has done for us, and we must treat it with respect, because we know of the terrible destruction it can cause for us if we do not do the right things. Without the study of geology, people would be lost. So we must always remember not to take our world for granted.